Did you know that by the time you reach 75 you will have spent roughly 25 years of your entire life asleep? That is one full quarter of your existence. And yet most people have never once asked a simple but life-changing question. Is the position I sleep in every night actually hurting me? Most of us curl up the same way we have for decades, completely out of habit, never thinking twice. But science is now revealing something extraordinary. The position your body rests in each night directly affects your brain, your heart, your spine, your joints, and even how quickly you age. For people over 55, these effects are not minor inconveniences. They can be the difference between waking up refreshed and pain-free or dragging through another exhausting day of unexplained fatigue, stiffness, and mental fog. Here is something that may surprise you. One of the 6 main sleeping positions that scientists have studied actually helps wash toxic proteins out of your brain while you sleep, including the very proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Another keeps your spine in such perfect alignment that doctors recommend it for people with herniated discs. But another position, used by millions every single night, keeps your neck twisted at a 90-degree angle for up to 8 hours straight, silently compressing arteries and grinding down the cushions between your vertebrae. So which position are you sleeping in right now? And is it helping your body or slowly working against it? Why do some people wake up genuinely rested and pain-free well into their 70s? What sleeping habit may be quietly accelerating joint wear and poor circulation after the age of 55? And how can you find the right position for your specific body and health needs starting tonight? Stay with us all the way to the end. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do that right now and turn on the notification bell and let us know in the comments where in the world you are watching from today. We would truly love to hear from you. To understand why sleeping position matters so deeply, you need to understand what your body is actually doing while you rest. Sleep is not passive time. Your brain is consolidating memories and clearing waste. Your immune system is repairing tissue. Your muscles are recovering. And your heart is getting some of its most critical rest of the day. Think of your sleeping body like a building running its maintenance crew after hours, cleaning floors, fixing pipes, and restoring everything for the next morning. Now imagine that the position of the building itself either helps or hinders all of that work. A structure with its drainage systems properly aligned flushes waste efficiently. One tilted the wrong way lets waste pool where it should not. Your sleeping position works in exactly the same way. For people over 55, this matters even more. Our spinal discs naturally lose cushioning with age. Our joints carry more wear. Our circulation is less robust than it once was, and our brains work harder to clear the waste products that accumulate every day. The right sleeping position supports all of these processes. The wrong one fights against them quietly, night after night, year after year. And most people never connect the way they slept to the stiffness or fatigue they feel the next morning. Scientists have now carefully studied 6 distinct sleeping positions and documented their specific effects on the human body. What they found is fascinating, often surprising and deeply useful for anyone who wants to sleep better and feel better every single day. Sleep position number 1, the fetal position, the most popular sleep posture on Earth. If you curl up on your side with your knees drawn toward your chest and your chin slightly tucked, you are sleeping in the fetal position. About 4 out of every 10 people sleep this way, making it the world's most common posture. While many adopt it simply because it feels safe and comfortable, the science behind its benefits is genuinely remarkable. Your brain has its own internal cleaning system. Scientists call it the glymphatic system, and you can think of it as a tiny pressure washer that runs through your brain each night, flushing out waste products that built up during the day. One of the most important substances it removes is a protein called beta amyloid, the very protein found in excessive amounts in the brains of people who develop Alzheimer's disease. Sleeping on your side activates this glymphatic cleaning system more effectively than any other posture. Curling up on your side may literally be helping your brain defend itself against one of the most feared conditions of aging. The fetal position also reduces snoring significantly. Gravity pulls the tongue and soft tissues of the throat slightly forward and away from the airway, keeping it open and clear. And sleeping on the left side in this position adds a digestive bonus. The stomach sits naturally to the left of center, and resting on that side supports the valve at the top of the stomach, reducing the likelihood of acid traveling upward. If you deal with nighttime heartburn or acid reflux, left-side fetal sleeping can provide meaningful relief. The main trade-off is tightness. Keeping the knees drawn up firmly for many hours compresses the diaphragm and places sustained pressure on the hips and knees. People managing arthritis in those joints often wake up stiff and sore. Keeping the knees only moderately bent, rather than tightly tucked, reduces this considerably while preserving most of the benefits. Sleep position number 2. Flat on your back, with arms resting at your sides. Only about 8 out of every 100 people sleep this way, yet many spine specialists and orthopedic doctors consider it among the healthiest available postures. When you lie flat on your back with your arms at your sides, your entire spine settles into its natural alignment. Think of the spine as a carefully balanced column of cushioned discs. Each disc needs even balanced pressure from above and below. Lying flat on your back without twisting or curving delivers exactly that, spreading your body weight across its widest surface rather than concentrating pressure on the shoulder, hip, or knee. For anyone managing a herniated disc or spinal stenosis, a narrowing of the spaces within the spine that can cause pain or leg weakness, this position provides meaningful relief by removing the bending and twisting forces that other postures create. There is also a skin benefit many people have never considered. With the face pointing upward and not pressed against a pillow, skin is not creased or compressed for hours at a time. Long-term back sleepers tend to develop fewer sleep-related facial lines over the years. The serious trade-off involves breathing. When lying on the back, gravity narrows the airway by pulling the soft tissue of the throat downward. This significantly worsens snoring and can intensify sleep apnea, the condition where the airway closes briefly and repeatedly through the night, which is linked over time to elevated blood pressure, heart stress, higher blood sugar, and impaired daytime thinking. A firm pillow placed under the knees each night restores the natural curve of the lower spine and shifts the body enough to improve airway alignment slightly. If you love back sleeping but a partner has mentioned concerns about your breathing, a conversation with your doctor about a sleep evaluation is an important and worthwhile step. Sleep position number 3. Lying straight on your side, sometimes called the log position. About 15 out of every 100 people sleep in this straight side position. Research suggests it may be even more effective than the fetal position at activating the brain's glymphatic cleaning system. The more elongated alignment of the spine allows the fluid that bathes the brain and spinal cord to circulate more freely. When the knees are drawn up into the fetal position, even moderately, it may slightly restrict this circulation. Keeping the body straighter appears to keep those fluid channels more open, potentially enhancing the brain's ability to remove harmful waste proteins overnight. Left side straight sleeping also honors the stomach's natural position to the left of center, supporting the valve that contains stomach acid and reducing nighttime acid reflux. Many gastroenterologists recommend left side sleeping as a first practical step for anyone managing reflux before turning to medication. The primary challenge is shoulder pressure. The full weight of the upper body rests on the shoulder below for hours at a time, which can aggravate bursitis, irritate the rotator cuff, or cause general soreness. The solution lies in your equipment. A mattress with enough give to allow the shoulder to sink slightly, combined with a pillow thick enough to keep your ear and shoulder at the same height, transforms this position from a source of morning pain into a genuinely restorative posture. Sleep position number 4. The starfish position. Lying on the back with legs slightly apart and both arms raised above the head. Only about 5 out of every 100 people sleep this way. With arms raised and legs open, the body achieves its widest surface area in contact with the bed, which helps regulate body temperature during sleep. This matters more than most people realize. As we age, the body becomes less precise at maintaining a stable temperature during the night. More people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s report waking from uncomfortable warmth or temperature swings that disrupt sleep. The starfish position, by allowing heat to escape from the armpits, inner thighs, and torso, helps the body stay in its optimal temperature range through the night. The notable concern involves the nerves running through the inner elbow. The ulnar nerve, which controls feeling in the small finger and ring finger, becomes compressed when the arms are bent and raised above the head for hours. Many starfish sleepers wake with tingling or numbness in those two fingers on one or both hands. For most people, this clears quickly after moving, but repeated nightly compression over many years can gradually affect nerve health. Anyone already experiencing hand weakness or persistent tingling should avoid this position. All the breathing concerns of back sleeping, the narrowing of the airway and the worsening of snoring, apply fully here as well. Sleep position number 5, lying on the side with both arms extended straight forward, sometimes called the Yerner position. About 13 out of every 100 people sleep this way. It preserves all of the brain-cleaning benefits of side sleeping and adds one respiratory advantage. Reaching the arms forward allows the rib cage to expand a little more freely, making breathing during sleep slightly more open and comfortable. This is especially meaningful for anyone who has ever woken feeling like their breathing was restricted during the night. The concern involves the brachial plexus, a network of nerves running from the lower neck, through the shoulder, and all the way down the arm to the fingers. Holding both arms extended forward throughout the night places this entire nerve network in sustained tension. Many Yerner sleepers wake with tingling or a pins and needles sensation in their hands as a result. For most people, this fades quickly. But there is a longer-term postural concern as well. Consistently sleeping with shoulders rounded forward and arms reaching ahead can gradually reinforce a forward-hunched shoulder posture that carries into waking hours. For anyone already managing rounded shoulders or upper back tension, this nighttime reinforcement compounds the problem over years. Sleep position number 6, sleeping face down on the stomach, also called the prone position. About 7 out of every 100 people sleep this way, and it is the position that health professionals most consistently advise against. It does have one genuinely useful effect worth acknowledging. When lying face down, the tongue and soft tissues of the throat fall forward and away from the airway rather than backward into it. Stomach sleeping is one of the most effective positions for eliminating snoring, and for people with very mild positional snoring, it can provide real immediate relief. The problems, however, are serious. Because breathing face down into a mattress is impossible, the neck must be rotated to one side for the entire duration of sleep, approximately 90 degrees from its neutral position. For the joints, muscles, ligaments, and the small arteries supplying the brain. This sustained nightly twist carries real cumulative consequences, especially for someone over 55 whose spinal discs have already lost some of their youthful fluid content. Beyond the neck, stomach sleeping causes the lower back to arch upward in an exaggerated curve. Night after night, this sustained arching compresses the rear portions of the spinal discs and contributes over years to accelerated disc wear and lower back pain that becomes increasingly difficult to manage with age. If you are a stomach sleeper, placing a thin, firm pillow under your pelvis, not under your head, reduces the lower back arching somewhat. Gradually transitioning to a side position by leaning against a body pillow placed in front of you is the most effective long-term step you can take. Now that you understand what each position does to your body through the night, let us talk about applying this knowledge in a practical, sustainable way. The goal is not to overhaul your sleep habits overnight. Sleeping positions are deeply ingrained, and your body adapts slowly to new postures. Make one small, consistent adjustment at a time. Start with the health concern that matters most to you. If snoring or breathing difficulty is your primary issue, avoiding back sleeping is the single most impactful step. A tennis ball sewn into the back of your sleep shirt creates gentle discomfort each time your body rolls onto its back, prompting your body to roll to the side without fully waking you. A firm body pillow placed along your back achieves the same result. Both are simple, inexpensive, and surprisingly effective. If lower back pain or joint stiffness is your main concern, 2 adjustments offer immediate help. For back sleepers, a firm pillow under the knees each night restores the natural curve of the lower spine and distributes weight more evenly across the lumbar vertebrae. For side sleepers, a pillow between the knees keeps the hips, pelvis, and lower spine in neutral alignment, removing the subtle twisting force that side sleeping without support creates across the lower back and hip joints night after night. For anyone focused on brain health and cognitive wellness as they age, the research consistently favors side sleeping. You do not need a perfect textbook posture. Simply resting on either side with knees comfortably bent and the head supported at the right height is enough to activate the glymphatic system effectively. When lying on your side, your ears should be level with your shoulder, not tilting toward the mattress or away from it. This single pillow height detail has an outsized effect on neck comfort and spinal alignment and is the most overlooked aspect of good sleep posture. Pay attention to what your body tells you each morning. If you rise without unexplained pain, without tingling in the hands, without neck stiffness, and with a genuine sense of rest, your sleeping position is working for you. If you consistently wake with lower back soreness, a stiff shoulder, neck pain that takes time to ease, or deep fatigue that does not match the hours you slept, your body is communicating clearly. Lower back stiffness suggests the lumbar spine was unsupported. Shoulder soreness points to joint pressure from your sleeping side. Neck stiffness often reflects a pillow height problem. Persistent morning fatigue and headache can indicate restricted breathing. Make one adjustment, give it a week, and then reassess. Gradual and consistent changes produce real results over time. Before we move on, some honest and important cautions. If you have been diagnosed with moderate or severe obstructive sleep apnea and currently use a breathing machine at night, discuss any positional changes with your physician before making them. Positional adjustment is not a substitute for prescribed therapy in these cases, and making changes without guidance carries real risk. If you have had recent surgery on the shoulder, hip, or spine, speak with your surgeon or physical therapist first. If you experience numbness or tingling in your hands that does not resolve within a few minutes of waking, mention this to your doctor, as it can sometimes reflect nerve or circulation concerns requiring evaluation. For anyone managing osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis, or significant joint conditions, introduce any new sleeping posture gradually and confirm with your healthcare provider that it is appropriate for your situation. And for anyone taking regular medications, including blood pressure medications or blood thinners, your doctor is the right person to guide how sleep position choices fit into your complete care plan. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like and share it with a friend or family member who has ever mentioned waking up in pain or struggling to get a full night of rest. Your share could genuinely make a difference in someone's daily quality of life. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever noticed that a change in sleeping position made a real difference for you? Do you have a position that has served you well for years, or one you have been trying to move away from? Tell us about your experience below. We truly enjoy reading every one of your responses. You will notice there are 2 videos on your screen right now. We are confident you are going to enjoy continuing to watch, and we look forward to being with you again very soon.